Back in the building again. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna just go ahead and
he said,
and get it started.
Into it right
Just
away.
Go ahead and get it started. And look, now see, why are you so hot now? That's what I'm saying.
Because he's using his outdoor voice.
That's what I'm saying.
No. Every time you gotta turn him down.
Every time. So yeah.
Yeah, because it's
hot.
hot outside.
Too hot. So once again, back in the building. DJ Metro, Dougie Doug, whatever you want to call me. To my immediate front.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey,
this time. But hey, everybody, it's your girl Rachel, aka Rach with the Y, your traveling actress.
Hey.
And who do I have to my immediate right?
That would be me, your bestie, Jane Jones, your local realtor, here to empower, educate, and guide you on the buying and selling of your home.
They're getting better and better, boy.
We're gonna add a little jingle on it this time.
I'm gonna need some background music too next time. I'm just saying.
They are.
But not least, yours, Melly Mel, Big Country in the building. What's up, y'all?
Big country.
You went from young country.
Young country. Yeah.
How you just go?
You went to young.
I started with the country, with the young country, and you just go adapt it and change it to big country.
He added a couple skyscrapers.
I know, yeah. So
okay.
he's building.
He said,
Don't be New York.
Young country, little country, big country.
We just country. Georgia's finest, y'all. Georgia's finest. So guess what? I had a fast week this week.
A fast
What?
Yeah.
Did
Boom.
Okay.
It flew. Well, actually, I probably had about 4. Yeah.
I mean,
One a day.
One day?
One a day.
What's the time?
No, one a day for
Okay.
4 days. I didn't have any today.
You didn't have any?
I didn't have any
What?
today.
You bright-eyed, bushy-eyed. You must have got some sleep.
No, I didn't get any sleep. The work was just there. I had to get the work done.
Those gold the under eyes.
I had to get the work done today. I was under pressure. Let me say it like that.
Yeah, you
I was under pressure. I'm always the only one there.
Wow.
Look,
we got a text message in the group chat. Doug was like, I'm asleep.
Ooh, y'all telling.
They not, look,
Mind
they
your
not
business.
listening.
Mind your
They not
business.
listening.
Yeah.
Not the receipt.
Not
Okay.
the receipt.
Look, by 11:30 every day, everybody's out the office.
So you sleep.
I'm just
So
the only
you
one
sleep.
in there for
Wait,
real.
where you work? Because I need a job.
Seriously,
I'm
I'm the only one.
Yeah, right.
So I'm doing everything. I mean, I get my little sleep in sometimes, but I'm doing everything.
He told him
That
himself
is
right.
off the record.
Off the
okay?
record. He is not going to tell on himself.
I get
too
it
much,
in.
but-
I get it in here and there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and you
yeah.
got me on video. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All the receipts.
I called him, y'all.
Yeah,
Just
you make sure you edit that.
Right. We just gonna put music over that part.
But I agree. It was a fast week. Honestly, yeah. Some things felt like they took forever, but it was fast. Sunday. Well, because it's just doing things, and I think when you're enjoying your time, usually I don't know about Doug at work, but things it's one thing after another, and the time goes by, and then the next thing you're on a plane and in the studio with you lovely people. How was your weeks? Country. Whatever country, add adjective.
But it was okay. Busy, like really busy, especially in the office. Did 3 interviews,
Nice.
so I'm happy about that. Kids been helping me out on the yard, so for the first time.
Okay.
building a zebra in the backyard.
Oh, y'all getting fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
y'all get really fancy.
Let me know what time to bring the lemonade, and we're there.
Don't fall on us.
Oh,
You got insurance?
you supposed to be supervising. What were you doing? What are you doing?
He just wants it up.
He said, I just want it up. Yeah. It's been a super hot week. So it's been
Yeah.
it's
Hopefully
been
everybody's
beautiful.
staying cool.
With the humidity. Yeah. It's been a long week. It's been, a trying week for me. So, but getting through and making sure everybody is taken care of, including myself. So,
Amen.
I'm here.
Self-care first.
yeah, I might, yeah. These shoulders, these shoulders strong. Big back energy. But yeah, that's my week.
That's okay. Everybody had a great week then, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into a few topics, a little laughter, a little drama, maybe. But in the building, we're gonna have a special guest.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Daevwana DeBose, supermodel,
Oh yes,
international model.
Y'all don't even
Entrepreneur.
know. We're so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. So she's going to join us here in a little while, and we'll get to know her, and she can tell us all about her journey when it comes to modeling, acting, and any other entrepreneurial adventures that she may have going on. So you guys keep it locked. Come back, hang out with us for a while.
That's right.
So did you guys ever watch the show Everybody Hates Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what'd you think about it? I thought it was a great show, actually.
I did too.
I agree. Still love it. Reruns, everything.
Yeah. So it was announced today that they are starting a Everybody Still Hates Chris animation
What?
series.
Yeah, they still hate Chris.
So an animated show that's going to go down, and hopefully it does well. I mean, there's been a few that have done well. Not so many from an actual show. You know what I mean? So if you take a anybody's favorite show and they turn it into an animation, it doesn't last long. It goes about a season. So let's give it up for the and I hope it's off the air. I hope it's not on Netflix anymore. That Good Times.
I was about to ask you
You
about
know.
that. How did that
Yeah,
do?
the Good Times.
I didn't even watch one episode. Like,
It-
I seen clips and I just wasn't interested.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had time to sit down and watch anything on Netflix.
Well, it was a really degrading show, actually.
Oh,
Was it?
Looked real kind of ratchet.
It
Like, it wasn't the
was.
good times that I was hoping that would come through in an animation.
It was bad?
Yeah, it was bad. It was that bad.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Was it?
I want to watch it to see how bad it was.
It was bad.
So how many episodes was
I
it?
couldn't tell you.
You didn't get through. Did you get through one?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
y'all heard it here.
That's-
Y'all heard
So-
it here, but y'all make your own decision about
Less
that.
than one and done.
Yeah.
Did you see what Rotten Tomato had for it?
I did not check it. I didn't need to check it.
Exactly.
It was that bad.
It was
right.
And you said it's already off Netflix?
No, I'm hoping it's off.
Oh.
So it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. It's whack.
Okay, all right.
It's whack. It's whack.
Hopefully, Everybody Still Hates Chris won't be that.
Yeah. I hope it lasts.
Everybody Hates Chris is just still a classic to watch
Yeah.
continuously.
It is, but it depends on how they remake it,
If
or
they're
if they're
gonna- yeah.
use the same episodes but in animation
Okay,
instead.
yeah, right. Yeah. Terry Crews?
No,
Chris, right?
Oh, I'm not
Rock.
sure. I'm not sure. Terry Crews. Yeah, Chris Rock did the
Rock.
voice.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that Chris.
Yeah. So the original, the mom and dad, they announced it today.
Oh,
Yeah, Terry
they're
Crews
part of it.
and
Tachina
yeah,
Arnold.
there you
Gina
go.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pam. Hey.
Just say Pam. Just say Pam. So they announced it today, so I'm looking forward to seeing that, and hopefully it's going to do well. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
So, Brother Mel.
Yes, sir.
Young country.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
Now, Brother Mill.
Right. Well, we at church. We at church. We at church.
what's going on with the beef and between Drake and your boy
Ooh, K-Dot
K-Dot?
on fire, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me put it in perspective.
Okay.
For you people out there. So K-Dot did the unthinkable. He did the unbreakable. He brought the whole city out, man. So if you guys didn't know, Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth concert in LA was huge. It was on every radio station, every news outlet darn near. People were going live on Facebook, IG, and sharing it like it was going out of business. And man, it was
Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
man, for
Right.
real. But before the doors even opened for the lightly anticipated show, the crowd was stimulated and curious about what was to come for the rest of the evening. Lines started forming, man, for almost 2 blocks for the K-Dot concert. The pop out was with a bunch of stars ranging from Rhapsody on down to Vito, if I'm saying his name, Vito Ice.
Wait, Vito Ice.
Icy Vito is what he's called, but
Okay.
And amongst others. And
There was a
during
lot
that,
of others. Don't skip
Amongst
past that.
others.
No, do
It's
not
a
skip
lot.
past.
It's a
Do
lot.
not skip past Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
YG, Schoolboy Q. Who else do we have, Rach?
Ooh.
On stage, we had Russell.
It was
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
It was
Down.
50 people on that stage.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah,
But the whole concert was like
Black
history
hippie?
making because they requested They Not Like Us 5 times. And it played the full song 5 times.
5 times. Okay.
and they did not. That energy was all the way up every single time.
It was nice.
And
It
who
was
brought it
real
in
nice.
real smooth? Like
He did, man.
Dr.
The whole
Dre?
performance
He
with
said,
the
Yeah.
there you go.
As soon as they heard that,
Did the
that
fool
beat,
with-
it was so good. It was just so good.
The fireworks, the whole ambiance was excellent. But I was surprised that people were joined together because that during that position in LA, you got two cities that really don't see eye to eye next to each other. So for him to actually bring Bloods and all Crips and whoever else is in between to actually come together at a concert and rap together, that is incredible. And everybody knows LA and Cali, history about how that goes. So shout out to K Dot and all the performers that actually was there. Man, I don't know. What's up with it, man?
We love to hear about the unity on our national holiday.
Yeah, you got
Beautiful
to.
time. But did anybody peep the trolling of him in the red hoodie doing the
Yes,
phone
yeah.
dance?
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
I was
You know
waiting
I
for
like
you.
me some petty. So
Yes,
yeah.
that's why I didn't say nothing.
Rach said, "Bring out that Betty. I
But-
need to see it."
So how did you feel about that?
I wish I was there and knew about it. Like,
I know.
I know it would have been a vibe.
He went in on them silently with that movie.
Yeah.
Man,
So people are saying that Drake's career is non and void now.
I don't think they're anticipating the next album.
Ooh,
I'm just saying,
Metro.
I don't think they are.
Ooh, look, Drake gonna come on, call on the show. Look here, who said that? Who said
well,
that?
I mean, it is the truth. Probably a lot less people checking for him right now, but
I mean, the evidence is stacked against him.
Is
Would
it
you
though?
say?
Because honestly, I feel like this beef still helps him too.
Well, as they say in Hollywood, right?
Any publicity?
Right.
Go ahead,
Publicity,
Metro.
bad publicity. is
Yeah.
still
Go ahead,
publicity.
Metro. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Depending on like how the cover album was, all those red dots in his house. I don't know. I don't know if he want that type of publicity. You know what I
Well-
mean? But shout out to K Dot. I love the concert.
He-
We're going to the next one, y'all.
He did add a little line in there. Did you guys hear it?
Which one?
He said, "Give me Tupac's ring back, and I might give you a little respect."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Pew pew pew. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that was a 2-2.
Couple
That
of shots.
was a 2-2-2.
Yeah. So there was, at one moment I was just like, "There's too much going on. I'm trying to focus on this and focus on that."
Right.
But seeing the unity and seeing all the people on stage, it still was cohesive. After I got my bearings, and I'm like, "This looks like fun. I want to be up there." So it was just a great vibe.
And no drama after the fact, right?
Yeah,
None.
there was
Right.
none.
That's
None.
the beautiful part.
So that's the great part right there. Yeah. No
So,
drama
man.
after the fact.
They were they were literally crip rocketing and stuff together. That was dope in the video, man. Man.
Okay. So that's you know what? We all need to go check out a concert together.
Say less.
Yes.
I know.
You're ready now. You already
Ready to
know.
go.
We was ready.
Ready.
We stay ready for a
Bags packed.
concert.
Jane, you hot over here.
I'm sorry. I'm
She be blowing it up.
That was that.
Let me back up a little bit.
She had.
Let me back up
It's that 2 for 4.
She said it with her chest. She want to go.
She want to go. So you guys keep it locked right here. When we come back, we're gonna have a very good friend of mine, Miss Daevwana DeBose, supermodel, if you will, international model, GR, born and raised, all stater. All stater. And she's gonna talk with us regarding her model career, how she got started, and her acting career, and where she's gonna go with that. Yeah. Keep it locked. So in the building with us, we have model extraordinaire.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. International model.
International.
Up and coming rising actor. Can she get a little bit? Yeah. Miss Daevwana DeBose. DeBose.
Hi.
What's going on?
Thank you for having me.
Man, she came dressed
What?
to impress too.
Right.
I'm all up in here. We
She
up in
came
here.
dressed to impress.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a little bit of a lot, I guess you could say.
That says so much without even having to say
I
that.
like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
No? Okay.
That's all we need to know.
I mean, for the, just cut and dry, but I'm a person of just, I have a huge ambition and imagination. So I feel like I can go or do anything once I actually settle into that. So I'm a person that I'm resilient. I don't give up unless I give up.
Aries
So
energy. When's your birthday?
my birthday is June 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gemini? Is it
No, Cancer.
Cancer. Okay.
Cancer.
Cancer
So-
still. Okay.
Which is
Determination, strong
coming up here
personality.
soon. So, yeah.
8 days? What you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, y'all better bring your gifts.
We accept it all.
Right. I get it.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to continue to pursue the things of my heart and my desires without stopping this time.
Okay. So I know I met you maybe, 10 years, 12, somewhere in that arena. And I put a post out about, I was looking for some models, and your cousin?
Nope. She's actually was a friend of my sister-in-law at the time.
Okay. So she put your name out there, and you accepted. And first day we met, it was cold. Do you hear me? It was cold as all. It was
I was
cold.
about to say, it was that nice. I was,
No,
I was
it was-
confused.
it was freezing.
It was freezing.
It was
Okay,
freezing,
okay.
but
Middle of winter.
she came with her pro attitude and did her thing, didn't complain or what have you,
and all of the shoots were outside,
yeah,
downtown,
Downtown.
by the water.
Listen, these are the
Getting
back
colder
door
and
winds.
colder.
Look, you get all this back energy. Like,
Yeah,
Hey, keep
I was
it
like,
inside.
Come on.
So since that day, how have you progressed?
Well, opportunities wasn't coming the way that they are now, but what happened was I started to pursue a lot of things in Detroit. Grand Rapids wasn't really hosting that many opportunities in that way, and so I ended up starting to travel to Detroit, and I ended up meeting up with this lady. She was a designer. Her name is Naima. I love her to pieces. We are really good friends now. And when I met her and I started modeling for her line, and then it just started to pick up, and she would call me, and then I would start to do shows for her, and then she would just be calling me. I would be going almost like every other month or something like that. And then once I started to do that, I also got the opportunity to go down to Florida, and I was able to I did more like a showcase talent type thing, just to kind of get myself out there and just to kind of get a feel for just everything in the grand scheme. And then they also had classes that they were offering. So they had acting classes, they offered like dance and singing stuff, and then I took a lot of the acting stuff. They did a lot of like impromptu things, just kind of putting you out there. So I just kind of put myself out there. I ended up hearing about that on the radio, saying, and the crazy part was I never listened to the radio because I would just have I had my little 6-disc changer in my car. You know what I'm saying?
the big book. Yeah.
And I would have my stuff on, have it on repeat or whatnot. But this particular day, and I remember it was in the winter, and I wasn't listening to none of my CDs, and I I know. Don't laugh at the CDs because CDs was popping, especially when you made your own mixtape.
I remember, man.
You used to go to the
That's
store and get
it's
the
taking me
mixtapes.
back. It's taking me back.
And I was outside and I was shoveling, and I heard this commercial come on about going down for this talent show. And so at that moment, I got like, I'll say what it is, like an inclination from God to just go. And I'm more of the person that typically I used to be like really timid, like, no, I ain't gonna do it. I want to do it. I ain't gonna do it. Like that would be me. And then this time I was like, nope, I'm gonna do it. And so I told myself, because I was in a different space in my life, I was actually going through a divorce, and I told myself that anything that I was afraid of, I was gonna do it. I was like, I'm gonna just try. And if if it don't work out, it don't work out, but at least I put myself out there. So I didn't, and I told myself no longer being in the box was my thing. I won't keep myself in the box.
I like that.
So after that, the doors started to open up, and I came back home. I did the talent show. I showcased myself, and I was in front of like hundreds. My first time on a big stage like that, and I was doing commercials. I was doing all kind of stuff. I did, what else did I do? I think I did like a runway show for my talent and things like that. So I was able to just kind of showcase those things on a grander scheme. And then when I came back home, I was able to start working with a lot of local designers, stores. I started to model for those. And then I kept getting calls, and that was just flowing, and I was thankful. So when I did Doug, we did that photo shoot when he gave me those pictures. Pictures was fire. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so cute. Oh my God, he was so cool. He did all like the little graphics and all the stuff. He was doing different colors. It was like my first time actually getting pictures back like that, so I was really excited. And then I started working with like boutiques here, Grand Rapids, and then also in Detroit. And so I kind of was maneuvering between the two cities. And then I ended up meeting a photographer in Kalamazoo who is actually like a celebrity photographer now, who is actually a really good friend of mine too now, because I've been dealing with him for about the same amount of time I've known Doug.
That's what's up.
And so he started taking my pictures, and I would book sessions with him, and those pictures was fire, and I was like, y'all got me out here looking like something. Right. You know? Like, I'm out here looking like something, okay? So I just kept going with those, and I was basically in between Doug and a Mike, and it was just magic, and it was beautiful. So that is kind of how it started to open up for me. And I guess to this day, I guess let me just go back a little bit. I got pregnant in 2016. And I thought my life was over.
You're like, I can't do this anymore. I
was like, oh my God, I just got started. It's like, what is going on? What did I do?
Right.
And I was still modeling. I was getting calls to be like, to model for, yet again, a jewelry store used me as the face of their store, and I did photo shoots, and that was taken by Michael, which he referred me to, and that was a beautiful thing. But I wasn't really doing any work. And then in Grand Rapids, we have a breast cancer awareness show in October. And I had started modeling for that show, which is called Rock the Runway. GR, I don't know if you guys heard of it. Shout out to Beverly Austin. And so I started doing her shows, and then when I got pregnant, she was like, I don't know if I want to put you up there because you're pregnant. I don't want you in no heels. I don't want you to fall. And I was like, girl, I got this. Let me get up there in my heels because I'm cute, and I need this. And so she ended up agreeing, like, okay, I'm gonna put you up there, but you gotta promise me you got it in the heels, and don't fall. And I was like, I'm not gonna fall. I got this. Right. And so I did that with while I was pregnant, which was great because it was able to showcase women who are. I was the only pregnant person up there that I know of.
Really?
Yeah, I was belly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I was belly, but it was good belly, and it was good face, and the outfits worked. So
face card does not decline.
Because we can do it.
Right.
So,
Pregnant, not dead.
Absolutely.
So we were here listening to Rock the Runway with Daevwana, and I wanted to ask, because you were on the runway pregnant in heels, doing the thing. How did you feel during that? Like, just feeling good, normal, like great pregnancy?
at that time my pregnancy was really good. I just really was belly. So I wasn't like tired or anything like that. I was actually really excited as I normally am during that time. So I was just ready to go. Throw another outfit on, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, after having your first child, do you feel like that changed you as far as still pursuing a career in modeling? Obviously, you went on, but like, did you ever think like maybe not pursuing it after you had a child?
So I had my first child in 2011. That was before I started.
Okay.
And before I started, I thought I could never do it because I'm short. I know I look tall in my pictures. Shout out to all my pictures. We look good. But you know, I'm 5'2", so or almost, but don't tell nobody else. But we claiming 5'2" over here.
Oh, yes.
All
All
right.
right. So
All right.
with that being said, I
Go
thought
ahead and tell people like, look,
yeah.
Daevwana said I can be a model. I'm 5'1".
Yeah. That part. And can.
In a quarter.
Absolutely. So my thing is, being that I thought I couldn't do it, and then when I started doing it, I was like, oh, I can actually do it. When I got pregnant again, I was like, it's a wrap. My body's finna be destroyed. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore. And at that time, I was a single mom, so I was like, oh my God, this is
How
the
am I gonna
worst.
balance it?
Right. And so I did have those thoughts of just canning it, not doing it, and I did take like a break.
Okay.
But what ended up getting me back into it was I got a call from Beverly Austin. And this is when I was like, I'm done. You know, and nobody knew that. I was telling myself, like, it's over. You're not going to be able to do anything. It's a wrap. And so one night I'm just chilling. I'm at the house and I get a call and it's Beverly. And she's like, hey, I got a question. And I'm like, what's up? She's like, what do you think about being the face of Rock the One? And I was like, yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Right, I'm on
She
it.
was like, we're looking, we want to go with a chocolate girl, and you came up instantly, and I was like, the honor, right? And so I went ahead and I agreed to do that, and that is what got me started, and that was 2017.
Okay.
And I did take that small break, kind of gathered myself, I guess you could say, because I thought it was the end of the world. But then I was able to get right back in it, and that was the latter part of 2017. And I just was like, okay, when I got back into it, I told myself, I'm not gonna quit again. I'm not giving up on myself, because every time I think it's over, I'll get right back into it. Something calls me right back into it, so I know that I'm supposed to be here. So
with that being said, and being the face of Rock the Runway, how has the reception from the Grand Rapids residents been since Rock the Runway and since your start going to Detroit and other places? How has Grand Rapids embraced you?
Well, surprisingly, I'm supported, because typically you hear people say, oh, where I come from is a bunch of haters and nobody don't support me. So you gotta, in order to be supported, you gotta go somewhere else. And that's not the case. I get a lot of love. I get a lot of appreciation. Just a lot of support every time I see somebody, especially now. And it's like, really, it's kind of like unbelievable to me, because I'm like, dang, people actually, they be checking for me. But not like that in a bad way. It's not like that. But I do, people are seeing what, you don't know that people are actually seeing what you're doing and seeing the work that you're putting in. And people coming up to me in public saying, oh my God, I seen you just did such and such. I'm so excited for you. And it's like, you are excited?
You saw that?
Right, you following me?
That's what's up.
Right.
And
People
so
are always
just to have
watching.
that like admiration from people, and then I've even gotten DMs from moms and dads saying, hey, my daughter, I showed her your picture and she's a chocolate girl, and I was showing her your pictures and she thinks you're beautiful, and keep doing what you're doing, and just having that support. And I'm like, I gotta keep doing this, because I mean, I'm gonna just put it out there. Dark-skinned people, chocolate girls didn't get love like that. It's like you had to be some sort of exotic. You had to be some sort of a light-skinned person to be able to be accepted. And now, the barriers are coming down, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm grateful to be able to be an example for anyone of my complexion in short. So
what's
yeah.
up.
Beautiful.
So you got two accolades that you can push up to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it just keeps me going too, because knowing that, you know, you have those things that are against you too. But I feel like, you know, just being able to let your, what they say, light shine.
Yeah. Let the light shine.
Little light of mine. But anyway, no, just being able to do that, I feel like being able to have a good spirit, being good energy and stuff like that can carry you a long way. And I'm very much thankful for the heart and the spirit of person that I am, because I feel like it has allowed me to be able to get into spaces just off of that. Because, you know, when you have good energy, and people have even said that, they're like, oh my God, this was great working with you. It's like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Oh my God.
So
yeah, that's amazing.
being that you are a mother, what would you say are, you can give like a couple lessons that you've had to pursue through that you want your kids to be able to know that you did it and that they can be inspired for?
I think the main one would be not putting yourself last.
Ooh.
I think that being able to put yourself first, and not in a sense of being selfish, but knowing that, hey, I need this, I need to be poured into like this. This is what I need to be able to be substantial, is what makes it.
That's a nugget. That's all I said. That's a nugget.
That's a golden nugget
Because
right
when you
there.
think about it, if you're not good in a lot of things. When you're lacking, you lack in a lot of areas. Think about when you're just tired and you have to go to work, and it's like you dragging all throughout that day if you're not getting what you need to be able to fuel you the right way. And so I tell my son, my oldest, he'll be 13 next month. I told him, like, listen, he plays sports. I call him my little jock. That's all he want to do is play sports, football, basketball.
Everything.
Let me just wear sweats and basketball shorts all day and slides,
Yes,
right? So
exactly.
he's like, I tell him, like, make sure that you're doing the things you need to do to make yourself better. That you have to do those things first before you even get out there. Because if you don't do those things, you're going to be counterproductive for yourself. So I think that's one of the best things for myself, because it took me a long time to learn that. I would think that if I took anything for myself, it was me being selfish, and now I'm neglecting everybody else, and then I got this guilt. It can be a selfless thing, because you know that you're going to be able to be fueled to be able to give to others.
Absolutely. I love it.
So we're talking to Daevwana DeBose, model extraordinaire is what I call her, international model, statewide model, all-stater.
Giving us all these names.
Man,
Right.
All of it.
she always in
stater.
good hands.
So she's a part of a group that I'm very familiar with, 616 Models, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and she is like one of the first. She's like the what you call it, the starter crew,
The pioneer?
the starter, the she's one of the starting members, or one of the premier
Founding?
members. How about that? You know what, Jane? That's why we love you. You come up with the right.
Look, he was going through the whole dictionary.
We're going to put it together.
He was Googling.
Whatever you, man, we're going to give you all of it.
Right. He was looking at me dead in the face. I was like,
AKA
found
day ones.
That's right. The day ones. Yes.
She's the LL Cool J of Def Jam.
I like that. So how did you get involved with 616 Models?
So, Deb Williams, who is, I call her my model mom, she was the model coach for Rock the Runway. And she would do it pretty much every year that I've done it. I've done it for, I want to say since maybe 09, maybe 10 or 11. But I met her there. And then we would always end up either at some runway event together. And then she would always give all these nuggets. She's really good at what she does. And so she would always give these nuggets. And she calls me her OG. So whenever she tells anybody about me, she's like, "Oh, this is my OG. This is me." So, when she told me that she was starting, I was like, I'm down. Like, where do I sign up? Because I support anything that you do, because she's such a great person. And so, and she's given me nothing but great advice in my career. And so when she started it, I jumped on board and I was right by her side, and I'm now on the administrative part of it with her, and I do.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
get to right there.
So-
Yeah.
So what entails with the administration part?
So I'm a part of handpicking models, model coaching as
Wow.
well. I do some classes for her. I do when you come in for castings, I'll do those as well. And then we also have. I am so sorry.
She's that important, y'all. That's all right.
So sorry. And then I also help her with, just some of the founding like guidelines and things like that for the group. So,
That's a lot.
Right.
That is a lot. But sounds like everything that you named off, you've been doing it for years. So it's walking in your passion pretty much, right?
Absolutely. It goes right along because one of the things that she does is she always asks us, what are our goals? What do we want to do?
Right.
What do we want to go with it? Yeah, that is it. Right so it is a lot. Everything that she assigns me to does carry over into the things that I'm shooting for the overall long run. So yeah,
Nice. So you've modeled in Milan, London, and at New York Fashion Week.
yes.
How do all of those experiences differ from each other, and what have you learned from modeling internationally?
Ooh. So New York, I'll say New York was super fast, and it was get in here and get in, let's go, let's do this, let's go.
Really?
Everything was hustle bustle there, but it was almost like second nature for me,
Okay.
which was kind of odd because I've been to New York, but I've not been to New York for modeling until this past year. And so when I got there, I was right in there, like, what we doing? Where we going? Where we going? What we doing? Okay, we over here. We
Just
doing
jumped
that.
in and
Yeah,
you
and I
just,
just
like,
jumped.
You ready to work, yeah.
And what I learned was to be attentive and to be on spot. Like you never know how things can switch up as quickly as they can. You got to be on the ready. And that's what I learned about being there. And then when I went to Milan, which was like 2 weeks after New York Fashion Week, it was a whole experience, just even from the flight until you got there, and the scenery, being in Milan, being in Duomo, being out in the culture was like very interesting, and I was able to visit like other shops and just see how they do things, and the way that they operate, they about their business, but it's more relaxed. It's like it's just really more relaxed. Even though you have a whole bunch of people out there,
Right.
it's still kind of like this calm in the storm type thing over there in Milan. And then also you have these sites that you don't get to see in the States. So like you got the cathedral,
Right.
you out there.
I was about to ask that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pictures. Okay, so I got pictures, right? It's like I see the pictures, but I'm like, I actually seen it in real life, and it's actually like one of those things where you're looking at it like, is this real? So you get those sites, the fashion sense that they have over there, and the way that they even display it, is different. It's just, everything is just high end. Even just being in the mall, you're like, okay. Like, oh, we got the H&M, but the H&M over here just set up just a little bit more. Like I seen that same sweater, but this
didn't look
sweater
like
just
this,
looks
right?
so much more something else, right?
Hold
What
up,
is
wait
this,
a minute.
So,
What is-
yeah,
cashmere?
right. So, being over there, I was able to just kind of grasp. They have like the way they just real smooth over there. I mean, the food was just incredible, and it's very much different from home. I didn't get sick at all. I don't.
That's what's
It's
up.
like when I say I'm lactose sensitive, so I have to be very choosy with my coffee, which I haven't been having coffee because of it. But when I was over there, I had a cappuccino every morning,
Wow.
and it did nothing. Like, listen,
Yes.
and they're
We need to go to Mulan.
yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Like different
Yeah.
countries,
Yeah.
like the food is
It's
different.
just
not
wholesome
processed.
quality.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it
Yeah.
is. The
Yeah,
quality.
it's almost
Yes.
like
It's meant to do
It is.
it.
It is pretty much farm to table. And I went to this restaurant next door to my hotel almost every day, and they catered to me like I was royalty or something. But I made friends, and they were like, "Oh, you got to try this. You got to try this," and they would just serve me something different.
I love that.
And
That's
it was
what's
so
up.
beautiful to have that
Yeah,
experience. So I was very much thankful. And then even just being shown around, you get in a taxi and they talk to you and they're nice. And they're trying to explain, like, when you look over here, it's this and this and this. It's like, I ain't even paid for this tour, but baby,
Right,
I'm
but
experiencing it. Like, yes, okay. And so, even just their, like, night scene, I was treated very well. Very well. I was surprised.
Never uncomfortable.
That's good to hear.
There was some girls out of the models that was there that we were with who got treated badly. We were all at the same club. A guy threw a drink on her, and he was like, "Oh, it was a little bit of racism," but I didn't experience that, and it was crazy because those girls were light skinned, which was weird because I was like, "This is not normal."
Yeah.
Right. Stop
What we talking about?
Right.
But but they didn't tolerate it either at the club. They were like, "Hey, you gotta go, bro." Like, we don't do that here. And so it was really nice. I felt very welcomed, and it was beautiful. And then when I went to London just this year, just in February, I was there. Listen, that was like out of this world. Over there, it's city, but it's like the experience is still, you get that very like just like wholesome life country.
Does it give
Like,
you
yeah.
a sense of history?
It does,
Like you're
because
walking into time?
yes,
Yeah.
because when I would go, so I went to Lord Jesus, it's escaping me, but it's the London Eye,
The big Ferris wheel.
the big Ferris wheel.
Yep.
So you get to see everything, and it's so like what? Like
Really doing
yes,
this right
like
now?
you get to
Right,
see
yeah.
it's over the water, and you're able to see everything, and it's giving you this tour. And that experience by itself was just, I was like, oh, like they got some stuff going on over here.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what
Yeah.
they're doing. Yeah.
So I can kind of relate. So I was overseas for 3 years, and I was in Paris, and I was in Germany, and I was in London, and Amsterdam, but I never experienced any racism. But the people, if they found you trying to communicate with them, they would speak English flat
Right
out.
off the
Right off the
absolutely.
bat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they speak English, and it was like
They would.
they didn't make you feel uncomfortable because you didn't speak their language. So that was what I
Wow.
really
Take notes, America.
right.
Look at them.
So absolutely, when I would go to a restaurant, I would sit down. They would say, "Oh," when they know, like, "Oh, you're American," and they would say, "Oh, we love Americans. We love the Americans here."
Wow.
Like,
I'm
you know, this
shocked to
American
hear
love you too. How you doing? What's up? So it was very like, I would go places. I could go and sit by myself. I didn't feel uncomfortable. And I had an experience in London. I had my first raw oyster over there. I wanted to try raw oysters.
How was it?
Oh my God.
It was different.
Okay.
in a good way.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
because
what?
I was freaking myself out. I was
Yeah.
overthinking it.
You're gonna,
So yeah, and I was like, it's gonna taste like snot. You know, I'm like, oh my God, because I just didn't know that I'm a texture person. So
Yeah,
like, oh
that-
my goodness,
that'll
I'm
do
freaking
it.
out. And the staff was really helpful, and they were was laughing, and I was okay with
bet,
them laughing
I
at
bet.
me because I was over there like, and I was with my homegirls, and we were all trying it for the first time together.
Share
And
that experience.
we
Okay.
recorded it and everything. It was so funny. I haven't uploaded it, but I was like, listen, I'm finna take this to the head. Like, we finna just take this to the head.
Like a shot.
Like a shit, right?
Literally. And I did, and everybody clapped, and it was so funny because I was like really freaking out that I thought it was gonna be like snot. So, but it was a nice experience. It was pretty dope. So
DJ Metro hanging out in the studio with the crew to my immediate front.
It's me. It's your girl Rachel, aka Rachel with the Y, as usual.
We're doing reintroduction.
Yes, we are.
I was so confused.
Right. She
He was
like,
taking roll call. He wanted to make
Roll
sure we
call.
didn't fall.
Okay. It's your
Wow.
girl. It's your girl Jane Jones, your local realtor.
And she brought it in again.
Yep.
he got the whole crew going, man. It's Melly Mel, Big Country is in the building.
And we have our special guest today.
Yes.
It's me, Daevwana. I'm in the house.
International.
With us.
International model.
She's eating the chicken wings and fried rice with us.
Ooh, we got to get number 2s.
Twofold.
So we were talking to Miss Daevwana, and we were about to talk about ClickCon, which is a photographers conference where a bunch of photographers get together and they put on classes and anything you can think about photography wise. And they have models come from all over to get in front of these model agencies, to get in front of these photographers, take classes, do a little acting, do a little reading of some scripts or what have you. And we have a pro in our midst here. And tell us about your experience there.
Rachel's got her notes. She read.
Okay. So, I've gone for the past 2 years, and basically what it is when you go as a model, you're the muse for the classes. So you'll have these classes, some depending on what the classes are for. Some have things about lighting, some are like boudoir. They did underwater shoots and how to do those. They do theme days, which is like they'll do like a wedding like scene, or they'll do the Hispanic. I can't think of the name of it.
Cinco
like
de
the Day of the Dead.
Day of the
los
Dead.
Muertos.
Yeah, De los Muertos. Yeah. So then they'll do different things like that. So you go and they'll create a schedule for you, and you just basically you're in hair and makeup early in the morning. And it is a full-on situation. You get down there, hair and makeup. That's like 2 hours. Then you go to your class. You have bring a boatload of clothes all over, because you also in your downtime people get to call you and communicate with you through the app, and they'll say, hey, can I pull you? Are you shooting with anybody? I was thinking about we can go do this under the bridge shoot or something like this, and it's just so dope. I did a shoot in the middle of Michigan Street in Chicago. Dope dress on, in the middle, cars going past. Everybody was blowing and like, oh, and there's a bunch of us out there. It was a bunch of professional black photographers last year. And that was really dope to network with those guys. I did a beach shoot. That was fun. They dressed me up also as a who's who person, where I got the prosthetic on the face, could not breathe, but I took the pictures.
A professional.
They set me up in a booth that looked like Christmas time. And so I was there doing all these Christmas photos in the middle of July, August, and
in July.
Yeah, so it was it's like so dope. I did, just a variation of things. And what I like about it is because with modeling, what I enjoy is being able to transform, being able to go from one spectrum to the next spectrum, and it's just all different, but it's still you. And so that's what ClickCon offers for you to be able to do. And they take really good care of you. You get like a nice little gift bag when you get there. I mean a bag. I ain't talking about like one of them little paper ones that you can pay $1 for at Trader Joe's and stuff like that.
Like you get a tote.
No, you get a backpack.
Okay.
They give you water, like the tin water bottles. They give you
So a full swag package.
hair stuff, shampoo, all kind of stuff. I got a bunch of the Brazilian hair stuff, the Morocco.
Yep, Moroccan oil.
Yes, I got a bunch of that brand stuff. Like they are sweet, and the people is just like a big family, and it's like really it's love. So I'm very thankful to be a vet or what they call
Right,
it.
there you go.
A veteran.
With them. So yeah. Shout out to Izzy.
You also get a instant portfolio.
Well, yes, all those pictures they give them to you. You just
Really?
it goes right. Yeah. Yes, they send them to you. I always come with my comp cards. I always come prepared. Here you go. Send them to me, please. Make sure I get those. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you get all these photographers, and you get this huge networking and people. And then when you keep coming, people look for you.
Right.
And so even outside of ClickCon now, I have built relationships with some really great photographers who's also helped me to get published in magazines today from the pictures from ClickCon and from just setting up photo shoots afterwards too. So it's been great. That ClickCon is amazing. It's a really great thing to be a part of. My son actually went with me the first year.
Really?
And he did. Yep. He was able to shoot. And I mean, the days are long, and he was all like, "Oh my God, can I play the game? Oh my God. Are we done yet?" And I'm like, "No, you gotta smile." Right. But you know, you walking all over. We did stuff in pictures in Millennial Park. And I don't know. I think it's a great experience for any model at any level where they're at, because you just get to have variation and you get to stretch yourself during that time. So it's great.
So how do you pay for it, or how do you, or you have to be invited? What?
So they typically put out like a call, virtually. I was able to get Deb Williams. Thank you, Deb. She was like, "Hey, got this opportunity. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yes." So, but yeah, it's a fee, a very, very small fee for the models just to come, and
But
you just
definitely
go.
worth it.
Yes, because the price, the one fee that you pay, you get all of those pictures from all of the shoots that you did for that entire week. Because it's like
Man.
you get to keep that and keep it in rotation, portfolio for days.
Oh man,
Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great opportunity, and I've been able to expand and do out of the box stuff that I wouldn't normally do. Because who's doing a boudoir shoot? Because I wasn't, but I did with ClickCon, and they turned out great. And I just got published for one of those boudoir shoots that I did with
Really?
Candace. Hey, Candace.
Oh,
Yep. So
okay.
yeah, and it was great. It was really, really great. And the setups that they put together, like the hotels and stuff, they are authentic old roots. You know, it was different. It's not all of that. It's not junk. So yeah.
So we're talking to our special guest, Daevwana DeBose. So I was watching videos one day, right? I was on YouTube,
Okay.
perusing, if you will. And so I told you guys I spent some time doing a couple city tour, like a 3-city tour with Stokely Williams, right? So it was a great experience. I mean, we went here, we went there, we went there. I'm just scrolling, I'm watching the video, and I had to shake my head a little bit, right? I did a little squint, and I was like, hold on, now let me rewind this back. Come to find out, it's my homegirl, our special guest, in the video with Stokely. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute now. Is that you?
He had to do a suspected.
It was 2:00 in the morning.
Let me rub my eye.
So how did you come to get in that video?
Great question. So one day I'm getting a DM saying, "Hey, want to know if you're interested in being in this video." And I thought it was spam, so I ignored it. I was like, they ain't finna get me. So.
Y'all not about to treat
They not finna get me. I ain't giving no
not
money or
paying.
nothing. Jesus. So I ignored it, and it was from a familiar person. But I thought their account got hacked.
Yeah.
So I just kept ignoring it, and she hit me up again, and I ignored it again, and I was like, nah, that ain't real.
You're like, should I call this person?
Yeah, and then she inboxed me again, and then I was like, is this real? Like,
Yeah, that's a
hey,
valid
girl, this
question.
You? Like, is this you? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then there was an upcoming another showcase where in Chicago that I was going to, and she was gonna be there.
Okay.
And she said, I'll talk more with you about it there, because you're gonna be there. And I said, okay, cool. So when we got there, I said, so this is real? And she said, yeah, this is real. And they was looking for it. They want some chocolate girls. They want some melanated girls. They want variation. And you came to mind, so I asked you if you could do it. And I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, great. And this is when it is, and this is what you got to do, and this is what you need, and that was that.
Yes.
And I was so excited, because I'm like, oh my God.
Video vixen.
I've done a video before with a good friend, Brandon Betts. He has a video called Vices, a song Vices. There's a video of it. I'm in that video, and that was a long time ago. But I'm doing a favor for a really good friend I went to high school with, so it wasn't like a thing. Not that he's not good. The boy can sing, okay?
Okay.
But when you get a call and it's Stokely and it's Wale, it's like, what's it? When say what now? Well, yes, I was in there.
Anywhere.
Right.
And it was the great experience to be a part of that, and it looks amazing. The song, I love the song because that's my song now because I'm a part of it, right? So
Right,
like,
of
that's
course.
me.
Yep.
That's on
And
number
so,
one.
I appreciate it. So yeah, Cafe, and I love it, and it was a great experience, and it was It was shot in Grand Rapids, so I was able to be right there.
Wow.
And
In your hometown.
yes.
Well, speaking of Grand Rapids, we also know not only model, video vixen, but you're also an actor, and you're a part of the movie Block Party, which the character of Kiki McQueen, played by Antoinette Robertson, originates in Grand Rapids for her story. So tell us a little about that project.
So that was also great. Because, all opportunities are a blessing, so it's like one of those things that you don't really come by often, especially during the time that it was, COVID was still very much happening. But I was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. What you said, put a mask on? Okay, no problem. And so I got the opportunity. Deb Williams connected me, and there was an agency out of Detroit that contacted me and asked me. And I was just going in as background. I just put in, I was like, okay, I'll be in the background. This the beginning. I'm starting from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I gotta do? I just got cheese in the background. Cool, no problem.
Right.
But then they ended up calling me and say, hey, we're wondering, are you willing to do stand-in? And they was like, you know what that is? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, well, are you willing to do it instead? And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And I took that position instead. One, it was job security to a degree because they needed me. They was going to need me now every day.
Right.
Whereas to being in the background, you could potentially not be there the next day.
Right.
And so I took the opportunity, but I was able to work side by side with the actors, run lines. I actually was able. There's a scene in the movie where Antoinette has to run down the street, and I was the person to run down the street for her in the speed so she could know this where you need to run from, this is how fast, and then stop right here.
Right.
So I was able to do that, my skills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that was great, but also just watching them too run their lines, practice how they're gonna say it, and I'm watching them go over it and do it this many times. Oh no, I'm gonna put my face like this now. Oh no, I'm gonna do this like this now. And it's like, ooh, what? And I was able to talk to them. Lunel, it was amazing. She was
Oh man, I love her.
Listen, it was so crazy because there was a time that she came to Grand Rapids to do a comedy show. I went to her comedy show, and I took a picture with her. And then here we are.
Fast forward.
Right.
10 years later, and I'm taking another picture with her, and I'm actually working with her, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta show you this because I got this picture of us, blah, 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 and I showed it to her, and she was like, oh my God, and we were just kind of connecting on that and talking with her and learning from her. So I was able to glean from everybody. I was able to stand in for just about everybody. Even if I needed an apple box, or 2 or 3, because I'm short, and I was standing in for a guy, and I was super tall. I needed to be tall so that they can get the angles right, and I was able to work really closely with Burgundy Baker, who plays in The Shy, and that was dope. Because she's super, super sweet. Don't worry about the attitude off the show because she is a sweet
I was about
girl.
to ask you about that.
She is so sweet. She talked to me. I ended up also hooking her up with some chicken crack. She wanted the crack, so I had to get some crack for her and give it to her. I got a really nice jar.
Got her addicted.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh my God, I need some of that," and I was like, "Yeah, I got you. I'll bring you some tomorrow." So I got her that together, and
Showing her some
that
Grand
was
Rapids.
she loved it too, and so also I was able to work with Margaret Avery.
Yeah.
Suge from Color Purple.
Yes.
And she's so sweet and funny. Like funny. And she was very much, just loving and just a sweet woman. We follow each other on social media, and with everybody, I think I was able to, follow them or talk with them, get something from them. Golden Brooks from Girlfriends, she was super sweet. Talked with her. We kicked it. Me, her, Antoinette. We all had dinner one night. And that was really, really nice. And to be able to just, like I said, I was just gleaning, and they were asking me questions, and I was, talking, and they were giving me advice, and I was very much taking all of that in. And then there was a guy, the Tyrell. He's super, super dope, super talented. He played the love interest, and he even gave advice about like where acting is sprouting out to down in Texas and things like that. Gave advice with us, and just working and watching how everything works behind the scenes. I love that there was a Black female director on here. She was super amazing. Her name is Dawn Wilkinson, and she has done a lot with even other shows. If I'm not mistaken, she's done stuff on the BMF, I think.
Yep.
And so just her skills and the way that she was doing stuff, and being that we were able to work also in Grand Rapids in the city at King Park, which is huge. And that was a lot of where it took place at. Some pivotal places like House of Style.
Oh, wow.
We were able to work in there. So like it was just one of those things. We worked downtown too. We were at 20 Monroe. We got some shots there. It just how they even put everything together, but then how they actually used the stand-ins just to get things settled, just to get us to run the lines and say this, hey, look into the camera this way, and let us get this situated. Even like the car scene and how they had everything jacked up on the car. And it was just so dope. Yeah. So like, you learn so much, and you see how things are behind the scenes. And what I enjoyed was I was able to take my kids to see the movie when it came out in June of 22 last year, or July, I think. And my son stands up, my mom was in that show. She was in that movie. You seen her right there.
So proud.
He was so excited. So I was like, see, you get something out of it. And it was like, I didn't have any speaking personnel or anything like that, but I was able to learn so much. And like I said, I'm starting from the bottom. You learn and you keep making relationships and growing. So it was really, really dope.
We are here with the crew, man.
Y'all acting
I love my family. My radio family is the best, man. But we have a very special guest, international, as Metro keeps saying. We got to keep the international word going. Put some respect on it.
Internationally
respect on
known.
it, man. We have the one and only Miss Daevwana DeBose. Oh man, I like that last name. I want to switch my last name now. Johnson just plain. It's just too plain for me.
Accept yourself.
But really, this has been a great hot topic, man. Thank you for coming on to the show, man. We've been loving it. But I have a question. Well, we have a question. This is a big question.
All right.
And we want to know, can you give us a sneak peek into any upcoming projects or shows you will be a part of, especially the international shows you mentioned earlier?
Okay. So my most recent one that'll be coming up is in Miami. I have a swimsuit competition.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Swimsuit competition.
Yes. So that is the 21st of July. I'll be in Miami. The show is at Live Nightclub. So
you at Live?
I'm at Live on Sunday, baby.
Man.
That's on Sunday.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
So yeah, that'll be that's really I think it's gonna be fun. It's something different. I've been making sure that I am going out of the box, like I told you before.
Right.
So this is something I would have never thought that I would have been able to do, but we in there, baby. So I'm like
Represent.
swimwear for real.
How did you prepare for that?
Right.
I'm still preparing.
I know. 'Cause this one too.
The workouts is working out.
Really?
Yes.
So what's the routine?
The
Like, can you give us
routine
a
has
little-
been, if you are familiar with Grand Rapids, there are these infamous stairs from
Oh Lord, them
downtown.
Stairs.
You are,
stairs will
yeah.
hurt you.
Yes.
I know the stairs.
Well, Metro know, you know it's serious.
I've been on them stairs, and I've been on them stairs.
Really?
And the weight has been coming off. My goal was to lose, I needed to lose 6 pounds. I've lost the 6 pounds. I'm going for my next 5 so I can be at my goal
What?
weight. Yes.
Get it.
It was
Man.
actually more than that, but we in there.
Steps.
Yeah,
Baby
no,
steps.
we prior to starting when I started, so pretty much I'm about 20 pounds down from where I was.
Celebrate that. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm really excited about that because I was struggling with some health conditions. If anybody's familiar with PCOS,
Yes.
that has been haunting me my whole life, and so I finally kind of got it in the chokehold a little bit. So I'm
Congratulations.
kind of happy about that,
Yeah.
and so that's what I've been doing. That, and then I've been doing kind of somewhat of an intermittent fasting, not eating after 8,
Ooh, that's
straight
hard for me.
protein.
That's a good practice. It's just a good practice.
It
in
really
general.
is.
It really
Yeah.
You don't lay down heavy, you know what I'm saying? I don't, I haven't been doing any alcohol consumptions or anything like that. Lots of water, fruits and veggies. If I want something, I'm doing fruit,
Okay.
more so veggies with my protein, and that's pretty much how I've been keeping it.
Man,
yeah.
she a trooper. I'm over here feeling so bad. I had a whole bowl of ice cream right before I came.
You know, guys do that though.
But they don't gain no weight. That's the thing.
Or they turn
Give
around
me
and
some
lose
ice
it in
cream
2
and I got
Yeah,
a
they-
double chin or something. I ain't.
Look, we're
part.
special. That's
I'm,
all
I'm
it is.
eating after 8.
You hear me?
It might be 9. It might be 10 o'clock.
If it's after 8 o'clock, I have
Thank
not
you.
been
Hey.
eating.
Something's going down in
Whatever
the kitchen.
time we leave here, I'm eating.
I mean, yeah, that's probably true.
That's not for me. Lately, I've been thugging it out. I've been just drinking my water after 8. If I'm not
Starving.
eating, because I'm okay. Like, I'm good. And I think it's mind over matter type thing. And
It
it's
is.
like we feel like we have to. And I just have gotten to a place where I mastered it for myself. Wow. And just, if it's after 8 o'clock and I ain't had nothing to eat, you have
It's
to wait
a
till
wrap.
tomorrow.
You just gonna go to sleep.
So,
you all right.
does this routine goes with you on your travels?
So it will go with me on my travels. Because typically when I travel, my body get out of whack, and it seems as
Right.
though something is happening. I don't know if it's some type of hoodoo in the flight.
It's just about
See?
traveling.
It seemed
I
like
have
something
the same
about
thing.
like I'd be like, oh my god,
Well,
Travel.
I'm dying.
you know,
What's going on?
it's the air quality, and then it's the sea level. Like it's a big difference when it comes to that.
I noticed it in my body, but I didn't know what it was. But we gonna go with that one. So typically, when I work.
Yeah.
And I have like when I travel and I have a show, I try to keep the same routine that whatever I was doing prior to, and then after that show, and if I have some downtime that I get to play around with, then I just kind of like reward myself. But typically, I don't go crazy because I be like, my stomach ain't even
You ain't even hungry,
know,
so I don't even want it.
So but that's really pretty much. And then I like to lift weights too. So
God, she out doing me so by
Don't
10
do
miles.
Yeah.
you know what?
I'm just getting back into like working out. Like the family knows.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
I've been off my knocker. Being an ex-athlete, it's surprising to hear that you're able to do all this as an actress, as a model, as a mom, and still take this. Oh man, the mindset of that is incredible. Like you have to give yourself credit for that, and especially being international.
Yeah.
Because I know going to Mulan and London, the food. Come on,
The
man, I'm
food.
hitting the bakery.
Listen, when I told you I went to London, I hit Burroughs Market, and over there they just got food outside. Like, here, come and
Yeah.
get it. Come and get it.
Insiders. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
cannot.
So,
That's it.
so the Burroughs Market. That's the place to go. Over there?
When you go to London, you definitely have to go to Burroughs Market.
Okay.
Okay.
I missed that one, but hey,
Okay.
it's okay.
Yeah, right.
You gotta go in there and walk around and get acquainted with what they got going on in there. They got it's like a farmer's market.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, and they got a lot of stuff out there. They had paella that they were cooking
Wow.
right out there. I know. I know. And it was
was good.
popping.
Yeah,
okay.
Popping. Okay. Okay. So you have the Miami deal going on, and
then after that in September, that's Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. And then
do you need an assistant?
Right.
I do.
oh, not
I
good.
do.
She dusted me.
Videographer, you know.
We're gonna take this show
We're
on
gonna take this to the,
Right.
to the next level.
Yeah, so I got those, and then possibly London again.
That's
I'm
awesome.
waiting to hear back. But yeah,
And what would this be? The possible.
just waiting to hear back from the designer and just some like intricate things on their end that don't have nothing to do with me. But
Okay.
I'm just waiting to hear back so I can know if we got a green light.
Right.
Yes.
As I'm
Like
booking
my
my
passport.
ticket, right?
My passport,
my passport
ready.
is ready for sure.
I always wonder, like, what's the time frames between each project?
So last time I had 2 weeks in between New York Fashion Week and Milan.
Wow.
So I literally went to New York. I got there a day early. I did rehearsal. I did the show. I did a New York Times photo shoot.
Wow.
I had an extra day, and then I left. Then I came home. I got packed for Milan
Right.
and got ready. I worked a little bit in between there,
Right.
and then I shot out like a week and a half after that.
Wow.
So with all that activity, what goes on in your downtime, or how much downtime do you actually have? You know, because you have 2 kids and you're doing a lot of projects, but what type of downtime do you have in between? Like you said 2 weeks, but is there a busy season for you?
Right.
Oh yeah.
That was a serious.
My life is a busy season. But shout out to my parents and my siblings, and they hold me down. They're very supportive. They help me with my children, getting them to and from school, because during those times they were in school. And so I was doing stuff away, checking in to make sure that they were straight. But my downtime is not really. It's really just making sure everything is intact, so that it'll be regulated by the time I come back and while I'm gone. So that's typically what my downtime looks like. But it also gives a sense of security, because I'm like, okay, everything's gonna be straight. Everything is at a level of what I like it to be. And so when I come back, I know it's gonna be close to this. And so that's kind of what it looks like. But when I am having that time to myself, so like in London, when I had the extra days after the shows and after the photo shoots, I made sure that I went to the spa, and I went to Air. Have anybody heard of that? The water spa?
Oh yeah, and you can go in different like temperatures.
Yes,
and
that's
things like that.
how. Yes.
I've never heard of it.
Oh
This
yeah,
first
so
time
they
for
have
me.
like the plunge
We don't
pools
go
of
to
cold.
spas, bro.
I don't know nothing about this one.
Don't say never.
It's
'cause
really dope.
If you experience
Really?
it,
Yeah, you can get massages there. They have the different temperature pools. They have the like they had a salt water pool where you
Yeah,
can just
there's
float.
different, like,
You got
healing properties.
the
for
super
each.
hot tubs.
I'm
You
sorry.
got the
Where's
cold.
this located?
Right.
So they have them in New York. They have them in London. They have them in,
There's one in
Chicago. They have, it's another one somewhere else, and I think it's international though. But I went to the one in London for the first time.
You gotta go.
Yeah. And it
like
was
that's where it
beautiful. Me and one of my homegirls, I was like, we got to do this, because
Right.
this is just makes sense to do. And we went and enjoyed ourselves, and we had dinner afterwards at Coco in London, which is right on the water.
I've heard of that before.
You heard of Coco?
Yeah, I heard
Oh, it's beautiful. Indian cuisine. It's amazing. And they don't serve any liquor. That part.
So we want to thank our guest, Miss International, if you will, International Mike,
Came in hot, man. I like it.
Daevwana DeBose. We want to thank you for coming through, hanging out with us,
Yes.
Thank you.
and
Yeah.
hanging out with
For
the.
having me. I'm so grateful to be here.
Yeah, this was a dope interview. Real dope.
Yeah. We definitely want to have you back whenever you want to come back. You know, I think we've dubbed you officially part of the team, if you will.
Welcome to the DSL team.
I'm right here.
We about to get her that T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Give me my chain.
You gonna wear my chain, girl?
Jay.
Oh man.
We need a hand logo there, right?
We official.
Shoot.
Man.
So,
We'll work on it.
Oh my
We gonna work on
God.
our,
If the walls
side.
could talk.
So we definitely appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us, giving us great information, great stories, great career that you've going through, and you're still going. So it's not over. It's just starting. As much as you have done, it's just starting.
It's just been back to back.
We watching, we supporting.
Thank you. We're inspired.
For real.
Rachel's inspired and as well. I just want to be her assistant. So
Right.
Thank you.
So is there anybody that you want to shout out?
Yes. So let me get into my shout out mode. Deb Williams, for one. She actually pushed me. So shout out to Deb Williams, who's always encouraged me to continue to go forward and allowed me to be on a part of the team with her and to learn from her. Michael J., who's my photographer, celebrity photographer. Love him. He was able to get me my first cover of a magazine publication. So thank you. And he's still giving me hits after hits after hits.
yeah.
Okay.
In the studio.
So I appreciate DW Styles, Darius, I appreciate you. He is my stylist, also celebrity stylist out of Indiana. He also works with Akira and does styling for them. So he's amazing, really good friend of mine, and he styles me for some of my shoots, and I appreciate him. I probably should have started with this, but I want to thank God. Everybody bow y'all heads.
Amen.
No, but for real, he is that big guy who's been holding me down, been helping me through all of this, and constantly reminding me that he's there. So thank you, God. And my parents, and y'all already know because I'll be telling y'all, so y'all know. And then Doug has since day one, we've been just making magic. He's always been kind. He's always been professional. He's always given me really good shoots and pictures, and he's been supportive as well. So I appreciate you and allowing me to be here today. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yup.
all my supporters, I appreciate Grand Rapids. Thank you, Grand Rapids. Y'all been showing love and everybody coming up to me, and I'm just glad to be a part of the city, and we're gonna turn up.
Oh yeah.
616.
That part. So yeah, that's it. That's where we are now.
So we want you to hang out with us. We got a little questionnaire going on for you. A couple questions for you. We'll put you on under the gun
Bang bang.
for a hot
Hot
second.
seat.
So stay right here.
We're in the studio still, and I have like one final question for our special guest, Miss Daevwana, our international model and actress. We gotta keep that title.
We gotta keep that title
Please.
going.
You ain't know, now you know. So, since you have traveled a lot internationally, give us your top 5 dishes of when you traveled internationally.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Is this going 1 through 5 or 5 through 1?
However you want to do it.
However you wanna
However you
do
want to
it.
do it.
Let's
I'ma
savor
just
the
say that-
flavor.
Right.
Let's go 5
Serve it up how you want to do
Let's
it.
see.
We need you to give us
I'ma
that Rick
do-
Ross description. You know how he be describing food? It be sounding so
It's
good.
just
No, I'm kidding.
so delicious.
Was he describing that hamburger helper like that? No. Oh, okay.
Okay. And this is what
Oh,
happened.
man.
And this is how we get sidetracked.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead. Give us your number 1 or 5, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
See?
That's okay. I'm gonna do the fettuccine, like the Alfredo, in Lake Como in Italy. That's where they mix
Officially.
in the wheel,
Yes.
The
cheese wheel.
Ooh.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
gonna
y'all,
also
I'm
do
hungry.
the lobster spaghetti from Italy, from Milan. Or Marco was the restaurant that I was going to.
Okay. Was it fresh? Like the seafood was fresh?
It was very fresh, very fresh. They went out there hand grabbed it.
Not out of the tank, though?
No,
Not
Out
Right
the
out the
ocean. Out the ocean. Okay.
So, I'm gonna go with in London. I was at a Nigerian restaurant called Mosque, and they had these prawns that was amazing. The tiger prawns.
Yeah, them big old.
Yeah. So
Oh, the
I'm gonna go with
shrimps.
them.
Them ain't scrimps.
They definitely not.
Those are prawns.
Man.
So, and then just on a sweet tooth, in Burroughs Market in London, they have the chocolate covered strawberries that are fresh. And they pour the chocolate right over it. And every bit of strawberry in that cup is covered some type of way with the chocolate. Okay. So we're gonna do that.
On my list. I'm a sweet one.
Yeah. Just on that note. And then I'll have to go with the lamb chops from London, from Coco, that I brought back to America.
They were that good, y'all.
They were that good. I did not want to. I said
traveled.
I couldn't eat it all, and I went the day before I left. I said I'm taking them with me.
They traveled 5,000
And I
miles.
brought them home, and I ate them, and it was amazing. So yes,
Oh, wow.
So-
I think that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Wow, man.
Brother Mel, we slipping.
Yeah.
We need to get our travel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You travel more than all of us.
I'm
part.
just saying, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Gotta
It's
do
been
a
minute.
refresher.
You know
We
what's
gotta
crazy?
get- we gotta get back out here.
I never been outside the United States, but I've been to 38 states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go
waves.
international.
Do you got your passport?
No.
Okay.
No.
First
I
step,
do not.
step one.
Step
one,
one.
sir.
Because I always been nervous. Of traveling overseas. You know, because
Scared of that long plane ride, huh?
no, it's not even a plane. It's the movies, and my uncle was saying like, "Hey man, watch yourself when you go out
You
there."
watching too much
Well,
Leo.
yeah, you
man.
gotta do. Yeah.
I saw
some advice.
Taken. You
Yeah,
know,
see, that's what I said. You watching too much
I'm
Leo.
like, look,
I was, you know what?
Look,
I can
man.
get with the taking, because when I did go to Italy, when I went to Milan,
Right.
I got a car service to pick me up from the airport, just so that I was like, I ain't hopping in no cab.
see,
Like, I ain't hopping in no cab. Y'all need to. They stood out there with the little name thing.
I need my name to
Yeah.
be in neon lights.
That part.
Stop.
But nobody took me, so we good. We
Okay,
good.
all right,
Good.
all
Do
right.
your research. Make sure you don't.
Y'all coming with me?
Bring
What do you
them.
mean? Do
You
y'all
go.
research? We going together.
Okay, that part. It's a team effort.
Team
Right.
effort. They kidnapped one. They kidnapped in all.
Find the discount.
That part.
So where can our listeners find you? Give us your social handles, website, whatever you have.
Okay, so on Instagram, I am High Class Lady 84. On Facebook, it's Daevwana DeBose, and on TikTok, I'm under High Class Lady as well. So I don't do a lot of TikTok, you know, but I'm making my way downtown, you know, a little bit.
Walking
On some-
fast.
yeah,
Faces past.
that part, just a little bit. But I typically am on Instagram more so than anything. So yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, you heard it.
Man. So man, it's been great. The whole show been A1. I never had an international star next to me. Man. Come on. Now Metro came through with it, man. But the DSL crew, we did it as usual, like no other. You know, you might as well give us a high class radio tower for us. I'm speaking it. You know, I'm speaking it in existence. Come on, bring it in.
We need those
But
international vibes.
Thank you,
Okay.
international. That's how we gonna say it. But I had a great week, man. It's been dope. DSL family, like I said, we've been working hard. Thank you all for tuning in, like y'all been doing. The comments, the love that we've been getting, man. And we actually have a fan I ran into today. I wanted to save the highlight to the end of the show.
Look at you holding
So
out
when
on
I
us.
went to the little taco place in Grand Rapids, don't give me, I don't know where I was, but I was with somebody. They actually recognized my face from the flyer, and they asked like, "Oh my God, so which one is Jane and which one is Rachel? 'Cause I keep getting them mixed up." I'm like, okay, Jane is the short one, Rachel is the tall one. So you know. Yeah. So it was funny, man, because the dude that I was with, he was like, "Man, what's going on? I didn't know you was really somebody." I was like, "Well, excuse me."
Right.
But it was dope, man. So big shout out to them, man. Thank you for the love. So yeah, that's our
hearing
highlight.
that.
Yeah, that's our highlight.
Yeah.
What's the taco place?
Yeah, what's the place?
And
I
what
don't
kind of
know. I
tacos do
was-
you have?
It's
Tacos.
L. Where's it
El
located?
Globo?
Where's it located?
Wait a minute, say that again.
El Globo?
I think so.
On Division?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Burton.
Okay.
That's my spot. Shout out to El Globo.
I didn't know the street, but I
quesadilla tacos be hidden.
I remember the taco place name, but I don't remember the street.
That's
but
next
yeah.
to House of Style.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot. That's the city for real.
Yeah.
It is right there.
Where
is.
Popeyes is. Y'all know it.
Man. But I had a great
The
time,
busiest
man.
Popeyes
Yeah.
ever.
It's
Man,
slowed
I
down now
thought
that they
it-
we got a few
Yeah.
more. It's slow. It's regular.
I don't know.
It's
You don't-
regular.
You don't wait. Well, when I go, I
I was
don't
about
never
to
be
say,
waiting
that
like
line
that.
was-
They know international coming through. so-
Right.
You know what?
There was like,
like, oh,
stop
she come,
everything.
move.
Stop everything. Craig's in trouble. Come quick.
Nah.
All right, once again, we want to thank our guests for coming through. We want to make
Yes,
sure you guys
thank
check us
you.
out every Monday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Wake up with us.
Check the website out at onegrandermedia.com. Check out DougSimsLive.com. Drop us a message, drop us a note.
Slide in
And
them DMs.
She said slide in the DM. We're going to leave it right there.
And as always, stay hungry for more chicken wings and fried rice.
Combo number 24 with an egg roll.